bonjour à tous, on continue l'aventure Avowed. Avowed. Voilà. Je sais plus exactement où on en était. On va voir ça très vite, le temps que le jeu se lance. Alors, on est à la capitale. Ouais, je crois qu'on avait juste tout fini et on n'était pas passé dans la nouvelle zone. On est censé pas trop balader ici, on pourrait se balader un peu ici pour voir s'il y a quelque chose. Ou on dit qu'on a la flemme et qu'on avance. Ouais, hein, j'ai pas trop été ici. On va avancer. On dit qu'on a la flemme et on avance. Ça sera des choses à découvrir s'il y en a qui découvrent le jeu et qui vont le jouer plus tard. Il y aura encore des choses à découvrir même si vous me regardez jusqu'au bout. Let's go. On avait notre petite épée de feu, toujours un peu toujours stylé. Fermé Siverno.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Don't thank me. In fact, keep my name away from Ludwine's ears. Better if she doesn't know I exist. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
Mais non, he's not.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwine woman. She gives me the vreekas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hillguard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delumgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. I'd hope so. I think that goes without saying.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
I have, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
That's okay. We can discover them together.
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right.
Oh,
Go to
finalement,
bed
il
before
reste.
you violate the hugging rule.
Qu'est-ce qu'il nous saoule? Bon.
Envoy? Fior Messi Verno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an Animancer, that's the place to go. They're not just thick, they're nigh impenetrable. And there's a distinct feeling that they want you dead. Nothing we can't get through, but you'll be glad you brought me along. That's a joke, right? We're going to Emerald Stair, so that had better be a joke. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said, almost. Not if you keep your head and follow my lead, you won't. Right, changing the subject. Not before I've done some reading.
Que les trucs que j'ai pas.
Would you be a dear and help with these stormlings? Please?
Looks like she could use our help.
Let's give her a hand.
Ah, c'est les champignons.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way. Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
What?
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
No ladders, Envoy. Wouldn't fit in the pack.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
Shoot. That vase is far too high for me, and a ladder would have been perfect. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Do they really? I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
I'll try anything twice.
It's more of an animancy thing, isn't it?
In any event, I already have a lover. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord, and I need this vase now. That doesn't excuse your lack of a ladder, dearie. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you
Ouais,
1,000
chaud,
faces
c'est
that
sûr.
don't require going into some ancient ruins, but no one listens to me.
Unseen, unheard.
Nice work.
Oula, oula, oula. What happened? On va fouiller ce qu'il y a en bas déjà.
Andras titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdut.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Oh, holding my vase hostage. I respect that. First and foremost, Fiorme Siverno is an animancer sanctuary. Vidaro, unlike his father, the former governor, is not an animancer. Oh, hardly. I'm not an animancer myself. I'm merely a stunningly brilliant, witty, but also humble scholar.
So you are?
Right. So humble.
But Vidaro has lost his grip on the land and refuses to listen to the animancers. Emerald Stair used to be the breadbasket of the living lands. Now it won't bear fruit, and there are rumors of plague. Pleasant, isn't it? But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I've a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike, even if you didn't have a ladder.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
Désolé. Pas désolé.
comes. Here we go.
Not bad, Marius. Here it comes. Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad?
Listen.
Alors, je peux améliorer le torse, mais j'aimerais bien en avoir un autre, parce que celui-là est quand même moche. Le bouclier, l'épée. L'épée, ça m'intéresse. Ça dégage.
Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking left.
Et il va me manquer que une fois.
Lessons in solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair.
Come and get me. Nice job. Nothing like a win with a good team. Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it? As if people weren't hungry enough. Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike in emeralds then. Well, well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Governor Vidaro? I'm sure he's snug as a maggot in a corpse in his estate, It's in Fiormezziverno, on the far side of town. But just in case it comes up, you didn't catch me digging through a corpse. Deal? I suppose you deserve that much. Our governor doesn't exactly approve of my area of expertise. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple. But my revenants are special. So gentle and well-behaved. Most of the time.
It's somehow worse knowing that these corpses are polite.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural. Not really. But that's all right. You and I have something in common. We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You see, the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields. And that's why Emerald's there is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities. Giata thinks so, and I trust Giata. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is no different. Animancy can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand. Come back soon.
Ok. On va continuer à avancer, hein, parce qu'il nous a pas dit grand chose au final. À part que c'est des fermes gérées par des morts vivants. Cool, cool, cool. On va essayer de rentrer dans ce bâtiment. On va aller voir la maison là-bas.
You told us that animancy will save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. The apes won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process. We're talking about a delicate metaphysical ecosystem.
Machines everywhere, and none of them are doing a lick of good.
Be patient and things will get better, I promise.
Nice! Here we go. Take a moment, people.
Ok.
Yes, I explained all that. They still said no. I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarib side? You tell me, it doesn't make any sense.
We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available until Zarops came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarops aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarops attack equipment and not just continue the raid?
If you only knew what we paid for that equipment.
It isn't just that. We were relying on that equipment to keep our crops growing. Without it, we'll starve.
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarops have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out and let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
Almost every Zarop I've ever met has tried to eat me before I could finish saying hello. I think if I walked into a Zarop camp and wasn't attacked immediately, I'd wonder if I was invisible or something. Take him down! Show me what you got! Everyone okay?
Ah, j'aime bien quand ça donne des points de stats. En plus, si ça débloque des dialogues et tout, je suis preneur.
Take your best shot. Aye, aye.
On va aller voir ça là, la tour cassée.
Well done. That tower is for Fjord's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterscarp.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but... I agree that this is important, Massoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
Massoni here is an able ranger, but he sees conspiracies in every missed watch and errant footprint.
I've been right before. Remember when those revenants went missing and we found Vitor and Ulrask vivisecting them in a cave?
I'm not saying it's impossible, Massoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
I'll vouch for the envoy. She knows her way around the wilds.
What interest does Adir have in Fior's affairs? We've survived without your sainted help for this long, and we don't need you now.
The land wasn't trying to kill us before. These are desperate times, Captain. You must see that.
We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
There hasn't been time? A traitor in your ranks is serious.
I told you I'll do it.
And lose my best hunter to whatever might have taken Monato and Verano? Absolutely not. I cannot risk you, Massoni. We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fior, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged. Every ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation. Two of our best, Monato and Verano, have failed to report back. Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Verano is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Monato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did it.
You really think one of their own would betray them?
The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask.
He didn't used to be.
When harvests were good, the docks and market would be buzzing with people from Paradis, Thirdborn, even Solace. But harvests have not been good for a long time. We see very little of our neighbors now.
I was gonna bring that up if you hadn't.
Oh, we have our fair share of eccentrics, but none who've taken up a mask.
Let's hope this doesn't give them any ideas.
All that to say, I don't think this masked stranger is one of our neighbors. But I don't know yet if they bear us ill will. I've wondered the same thing. It would be the most plausible explanation.
That would be a blessed shame.
That's the real reason you don't want to investigate, isn't it?
Monato and Verano are my friends. I don't want to see them like that.
But this is why I think they were killed. Neither of them had the symptoms, the disorientation, the aggression. It just doesn't add up. Tell her about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved. Two of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming. Casagrada has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green, headstrong.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the type. Rash and proud.
Perfect. Young, strong, and too stupid to know everyone else knows more than he does. Like a yearling splint wolf.
Right. Lately he's been pushing to patrol alone. Says he works better that way. But he's not ready yet.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't return with Casagrada from their last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it? Believe me, he wasn't anyone's first pick.
Masoni, let's not air our dirty laundry where the Adiran can see, hmm?
If they're really going to help, they should know the full story. Casagrada had a cousin, Felice. They were both farm kids, like most of us in the Rangers.
Ranger work pays better than being a farmhand, and we eat better too.
Felice was a good kid, but they weren't much of a fighter. Verano and them went after a bear with the plague. It was troubling the pilgrims at Nakutedek. The bear got Felice, tore their jaw clean off. There wasn't anything Verano could have done for them. Out here, things go bad fast.
Dorso is a veteran. She came up with Monato and Verano, but she's younger than them, and an uncommonly talented tracker. Monato was her partner. They had a falling out over something to do with your people, Envoy, and shortly after, Monato disappeared.
She's been distant ever since. Doesn't pipe up much in meetings or come out to the bar.
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without a blessed good reason. They've probably saved each other's lives 1,000 times.
Dorso's also one of the few with the skills to take Monato down, so we can't rule her out. You'd have to ask her.
She doesn't talk about it, not even with the other veterans. I feel like she blames us, but I don't know what for.
I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure. You're not the ally we expected to find, but I appreciate it all the same.
Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Non, c'est pas rue de ce côté. C'est pas ça.
This is definitely part of some bigger thing we shouldn't mess with. So let's go find the rest of it.
Keep your eyes peeled, Envoy.
Ah, il est vers la Casagrande. Ok. Bon, ça c'est loin. Comme ça aurait pu aller loin. Faire ça quand même.
I can't.
You're a good friend. Good fighter. One for you! You're mine now! Left! Left! You're too late! Look to your left! That's it for me! Back on my feet.
That's all of them.
Fendeur d'émeraude plus 2. Peut-être changer d'arme de camp à camp à un moment donné. Fendeur d'émeraude plus 2. Intéressant. Oh, ça se laisse tester, ça se laisse tester tout ça. Ça se laisse tester. Je tiens à côté. Je suis en... On va aller vers la quête quand même à un moment donné, ce serait pas mal.
You don't think the Claviger died alone in the strangle route?
Why? Don't you?
Mais c'est l'entrée de la ville.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Oh, envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die. Wonderful! Even a few seconds of talking to someone more interesting is like a breath of fresh air. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service. All right, but make it quick. I'm obviously very busy. Kidding, of course. Before you ask, I know you're trying to find your supposed killer among the squad, and I really don't know much about it. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols. Verano and I are stationed on opposite ends of the valley. I hardly ever see the man except in passing. Casagrada is his partner, supposedly. You want to know more, ask him. He's a competent fool. No different from most of our recruits. And this land is cruel. I give him 6 months, maybe a year. Monato's always been acting strangely. Most paranoid man I've ever known. Thinks everyone's out to get him. Me, you, your steel garrote. Gods only know why. But one thing's for sure. You won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. Ugh, there's too many of them. Check in twice a day, sign the patrol roster, write your reports, keep up with the bulletin board, make sure the recruits are cleaning their gear.
Come on. You can't maintain a fighting force with shoddy equipment and poor discipline.
It's busy work. She says it's meant to protect us, but all of us took this job knowing it was dangerous. We should be out there killing the creatures attacking our farmers, not writing 5-paragraph essays on bandit movements.
You have a point.
Half of these kids can hardly read. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there. It was claimed by an old animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could. The Animancer struck a deal with Asierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato was headed there is beyond me. But if you want to track down Monato, that would be the first place to look. I'm not Monato's keeper. He's a grown man and can take care of himself. Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
Hopefully when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
Everybody all right?
We make a good squad.
This one's mine. Watch yourselves. Well done. Heal yourself.
Told you I will. J'ai entraîné une fois, il est mort. Très bien.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or, it used to be.
I don't think it's fair. You're living wrong. You're using me as an example. Click on the new kid.
Ah! A new face! Welcome, welcome! There may not be much left, but feel free to take a look.
I will. J'ai pas grand chose à... Ah si. « 1800 balles. Je sais même pas j'ai besoin de quoi pour... Je peux tout déjà améliorer de toute façon. Botaner souvent j'ai l'impression. Mais j'en ai déjà plein. Alors ça d'acier, ouais, j'en ai déjà pas mal. Il faut que j'en rachète. La drone. Hello, Justin Greedy. How you doing, Justin Greedy?
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's Rising Star do for you, Your Eminence?
Ouais, je vais peut-être le prendre.
Oh, it is? Yeah, temporary. Asierno's just sorting some things out. But everyone seems dead set on doubting my word. I don't see what the issue is. It's all just a big misunderstanding. I don't know anything. This is all just a misunderstanding. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault. Verano is a veteran, and they say he's the best in the squad. But to be fair, they haven't seen my blade in combat yet. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew two of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. I've told you everything I know. No one else seems to believe me, so believe whatever you want. And Masoni needs to keep his big mouth closed. Yeah, so my cousin got killed working with Verano. Big deal. It happens all the time. And bears aren't the only danger out here, you know. But do I think the old man should have kept a better eye on them? I mean, yes, Felice wasn't much with a sword. But Verano got distracted. Whatever. The usher comes for everyone, I guess. Look for a bridge southwest from Fior, near Nakotedek. Go west across the bridge and you'll come across the camp. There could still be bandits around there. Be careful.
Hopefully it's not too late for his partner.
Alors même pas à la recherche de son partenaire. Tout ça, ça va être loin, non? Non. Ah, c'est loin tout ça. On va faire ça ce soir. On va récupérer la Dra éveillée comme dit Justin Greedy. Son 1008
care to see my wares?
Yes, I'm here to see your wares. Je suis là. Ok. C'est tout le truc que je veux. Ah non, ça c'est pour acheter. Ah, les crochets. C'est très bien d'avoir des crochets tout le temps. Ok. After. On va faire un saut au camp. Et après on va s'arrêter. Voilà. Il est déjà 20h. Et je voulais faire ça. Ah, je peux améliorer un des deux. Mais de toute façon, je préfère jouer avec l'épée dans tous les cas. Ok, j'ai trouvé une flamme primitive, ça c'est bien. Et ça... De toute façon, on va pas spécialement jouer avec. C'est trop lent, j'aime pas du tout. Je me suis trompé. Et du coup, alors. On peut... Ouais, le premier truc à améliorer, c'est ça. C'est quand même mon arme principale. Serdilaire, ok. Oh, le bouclier, on s'en fout un peu, ça j'ai pas envie de l'améliorer, on va améliorer ça. Ok, ça doit être ça. Et après, une fois plus tard, peut-être à la drac ou plus. Je sais pas. Bref. À chaque fois, il y a des trucs en plus, quoi. De toute façon, ça doit bien servir à un moment donné. Donc... Et tout ne demande pas les mêmes compos tout le temps. Bah allez, on va sauvegarder ici. On va du coup s'arrêter là pour le stream. On a bien avancé, on a bien changé d'endroit. Au prochain stream, sans doute Avowed, peut-être mercredi, demain non. Demain, il y aura peut-être un stream un peu spécial de jeu de rôle. On verra si j'arrive à le setup de façon correcte. À 16h, faudra être là à 16h. Mis à part ça, voilà. Si, ce soir, petit stream avec Justin Greedy là qui est là et Baggy, donc soit Baldur's Gate 3, soit eSport FC. On verra, selon les envies de chacun. Puis voilà, en tout cas pour nous, pour maintenant, c'est la fin. Je vous souhaite une bonne journée, une bonne fin de... Enfin, pas du tout. Une bonne soirée, parce qu'il est déjà 20h. Bon appétit pour ceux qui vont manger. Et ceux qui restent plus tard, à tout à l'heure, hein. Allez, salut!